The jet sat silent on the private runway, its polished body gleaming under cold morning light, while alarms echoed inside the hangar. Engineers whispered the same word again and again. Impossible. The engine had failed in a way no one could explain, and the flight carrying a powerful CEO was grounded. At the far end of the hangar stood a quiet woman in oil-stained coveralls, watching without a word. Her name was Elena Brooks, a senior mechanic known more for her results than her voice. She wasn't flashy, didn't boast, and rarely pushed herself forward. While others debated and blamed software glitches or manufacturing flaws, Elena studied the engine with calm focus, her hands resting lightly on the cold metal as if listening to it breathe. The jet belonged to Richard Hale, a billionaire CEO whose schedule ran the lives of hundreds of employees and investors. Every minute of delay meant millions lost. His team pressured the mechanics, voices rising with frustration. Elena remained still, eyes tracing lines others ignored. Something about the failure didn't fit the data on the screen. When the lead engineer finally threw up his hands, Elena stepped forward. Her voice was soft but steady. "May I try something?" A few heads turned, surprised. She wasn't on the main diagnostics team, but desperation outweighed pride. They nodded. Elena climbed inside the engine housing, ignoring the ticking clock. She remembered her father teaching her to fix farm machinery with limited tools, saying machines often fail for human reasons. She noticed a subtle misalignment deep inside, a tiny tolerance error caused by repeated short-haul flights. It wasn't in the manual. It wasn't supposed to happen. Hours passed. The hangar grew tense. Richard Hale arrived, sharp-suited and impatient, expecting excuses. He watched silently as Elena worked, hands steady, face unreadable. No one spoke. Then came the moment no one expected. The engine roared to life. A stunned silence followed, broken by cheers. Systems stabilized. The impossible failure vanished. Elena climbed down, wiping grease from her hands, already preparing to log the fix and step away. Richard approached her, studying her like the engine she'd just revived. "You saved more than a flight today," he said quietly. Elena shrugged. "It's my job." Later, as the jet prepared for takeoff, Richard asked to speak with her alone. He didn't offer praise wrapped in ego. Instead, he asked questions about her work, her ideas, why she never pushed for recognition. Elena explained she preferred fixing problems over talking about them. She believed good work spoke loud enough. That answer stayed with him. Weeks later, Elena was called into an office she'd never entered before. She expected paperwork. Instead, she found Richard waiting with a proposal. He wanted her to lead a new engineering initiative, one focused on prevention, safety, and mentoring overlooked talent. The role came with resources, authority, and something Elena had never asked for, trust. She hesitated, not because she doubted herself, but because she'd never imagined being seen that way. Richard smiled. "You fixed what no one else could. More importantly, you did it without needing applause." Elena accepted. Months later, the hangar felt different. Younger mechanics listened closely as Elena spoke. Still quietly, still focused, but now her voice carried weight. Systems improved. Failures dropped. People felt noticed. On the runway, jets continued to take off on time, engines humming smoothly. And Elena, hands clean now but eyes just as sharp, watched them rise into the sky, knowing that sometimes the smallest adjustments change everything.